Hi, this is Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny, and you're watching the Mayor's Message. Hi, this is Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny again, and welcome to this edition of the Mayor's Message. Another super special guest, and a gentleman that I've really gotten to know better and better and liked more and more as I found out his depth and his breadth. Got a lot of experience, not only in education, but also in the real world about things that I kind of have in common with me: outdoors, Alaska. A very rugged individual. I like him a lot. We're fortunate to have Dr. Lawson here, the superintendent of the Coffee County Schools. Been with us quite a while. And I'd like for you to tell us, Dr. Lawson, in your own words, what motivated you to be where you are today, and how did you start, and sort of, to become a superintendent requires a lot of discipline and motivation. So I'd like to hear, in your own words, kind of how you came to us, please.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I grew up, born and raised in Coffee County. I grew up in the Hillsborough area, halfway between Hillsborough and Viola. Graduated from Coffee County High School and went to college. Wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, but as I went through college, I leaned more towards education. My mom was an educator in the Coffee County school system. So when I was trying to decide, I ended up leaning towards education. While I was working on my undergraduate degree, I got a job in juvenile corrections at a facility up in Murfreesboro, and that kind of sealed it. I really enjoyed working with the youth in the facility and spending that time with them. And so finished up with a degree in biology and a teaching certificate. I did what a lot of young people do when they grow up in a small town, is I moved away. Yeah. And so I headed off to Idaho and started my career there. Met my wife there, and we both had a mutual interest in heading off to Alaska. So in 1999, 2000, we went up and taught in a one-room schoolhouse. So did all that kind of stuff. But once we had thought about just traveling for a while and doing different things, but as soon as my son was born, I felt the draw to come back home.
Yep.
And so that's what I did. And so I ended up back here, taught in Franklin County and Coffee County. But when my kids got a little older, I wanted them to have that experience, went back to Alaska. And then did that for a while in a native village on Kodiak Island. Then came back and taught in Tullahoma, and while I was in Tullahoma, moved into administration. It was something that I was curious to see what that was like. I wanted to see what that other part of the job was like, so I became an assistant principal and a principal. And I was the only job that I would have continued in administration for was the director of schools for Coffee County. I had a desire to come back to the same district where I went to school. My kids were going to school and that kind of thing. And when the opportunity came open, I applied and I was blessed to receive the position. And it's been 4.5 years now, and it is still a blessing.
Well, you have a very unique perspective that is very important for this county, and a lot of us have this too. We become a certain age and we think there's a lot better life out, somewhere else. And you can do well in other places and get experiences, but when you take it all into account, this is really a great place to live. And that's why it's very important for us to have great education systems, to have a great job base, so that our kids and our other family members can have a living here, even if they want to go somewhere else, so they have opportunities when they come back. Because this truly is a wonderful place, geographically, environmentally. The people are great. And we realize this, after folks join the Army, they move away to work, like you did, go to another state. Man, Southern Middle Tennessee and Coffee County are great places to live.
No doubt about it.
We are.
My experiences in other places, I was able to see what it was like. I lived in a place where I was in a religious minority. I lived in another place where I was in a racial minority, and it brought me some perspective that I didn't get growing up here in Manchester. But as I said, as soon as I became a family man, I knew where I wanted to raise my kids, and I came back home.
I lived in West Africa when I was 14 and 15, joined the Army early on when I was 17, and just ran, but I got to see so many things, and there's nothing better than this place. There really isn't. And so I share that with you. Very quickly, we've got about a minute or two. What do you like to do in the real world outside of your education job?
I like to travel. I don't do as much of that as I did when I was teaching because I don't have summer vacations. But but I do enjoy hunting and fishing, and this is a great location for that. There's stream fishing, river fishing, lakes, reservoirs, and that kind of thing. And I enjoy hunting of various types.
We have everything but a beach right here, but a sandy beach,
right.
you know,
That's
in
right.
the ocean. We have, you know, multiple rivers, multiple lakes. We have mountains. We've got flatlands. That's why it's so great here.
Absolutely.
It really is. And so we'll always treasure it. It's very important. We have great men like Dr. Lawson to help educate our kids to prepare for the world that they're to face. And the county has to continue to prepare for that growth and have opportunities here as we grow, so our kids that we're teaching and we're raising have opportunities later in life, so that in 30 years they can sit in these chairs and reflect on the same positive things about life. So, Doctor, we appreciate you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you.
We will see you next week on the Mayor's Message.